Ibrahim Baramusi Babangida. Of course, everyone um, will know who he is because he ruled Nigeria and is still alive. He's called General Ibrahim Baramusi Babangida. Some claim that he is a Yoruba man, but then some do claim that he is an Hausa man. I wouldn't know if his father is from Ogbomoso, as they oftentimes say, and his mom is an Hausa woman, and probably he was adopted. Sorry, I wouldn't know what it is. Well, the Nigerian former military president, General Ibrahim Babangida Badamusi, retired, as earlier revealed his desire to have a new wife, as he announced that he is in search of a new wife. So to those ladies that are out there and you love military men, Babangida said he is in search for a new wife. According to online newspaper, General Ibrahim Babangida described the kind of woman that will suit him at this stage of his life. The ex-military president IBB said he will not take a wife much younger than him because that would be a problem for the woman and for himself, IBB. So he needs someone, IBB is now very old and is also very sick. He has certain issues with himself. I don't know if it is limb issues because he cannot put on shoes. Speaking with newsmen, the former head of state, however, expressed the fear that the new wife may not be able to live the way he lived with his late wife and former First Lady, Mariam Babangida. According to IBB, he said, "Yes, I am quite sure I'm searching and I am open, but the longer I wait, maybe the more problematic it becomes." He is often known as the Maradona. A lot of people like his administration because they claim that his administration is filled with a lot of opportunities for people to do whatever they like. So there are people that love to do some, things. Well, that's just what it is. So Babangida is in search for a new wife. I will be too old, and the whole idea of having a partner will seem to diminish. But I will make sure I have a partner before reaching that stage. He said, if somebody is in the corner, you could organize that in 3 or 6 months. And because it must be somebody you have known for a long time or somebody you have been in contact with for a long time, you don't just tell them, look, this is for marriage. But as time passes and relationship building continues, it could end up in marriage. However, I have to be fair in my search. He said, I really want to be fair. For instance, you don't expect me to take a wife much younger than I am, extremely younger than he is, but I think he doesn't mind a woman of 40 and upwards. I will know. I am, because that will be a problem for me, and I have to be fair. Secondly, I do wonder if she, the chosen one, will live the way Miriam and I did, which is not easy these days. So I keep on praying, and I think it will happen because many of the ladies out there, they are something else. That's what he said. So guys, well, I think it's in news, but then it's not something I thought he would have spoken more about. How, although he has been outspoken recently, he has spoken about even Buhari and about the hate speech. He was able to come out, he was vocal about it. He said that is not what we need at the moment, that we need to look for ways of making sure that things are done properly because they know what they've done. Many of these people are part of the problems we have. But Babangida was the person that imprisoned Buhari during the military era. That is because Buhari ousted out a democratically elected government. And Babangida, like they normally do, they planned the coup. So he kicked Buhari out and locked Buhari up. In fact, one of the people that arrested Buhari is Dasuki. So you can see the connection why Dasuki went to jail, because he had something to do with the government. So it was an opportunity for Buhari to actually lock him up. And it cannot do that to people like Babangida. That would be too much. That would be it will be stretching his hands too high to imprison people like Babangida. That is because he's not ready to follow. He's not ready to put people that have committed crime, people that have looted the economy. He can't do that. Although he claimed that he's going to come to fight corruption, he's going to do this, and I thought he'll be putting some of the military generals in jail. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Now, a few weeks ago, the death rumor of a former military general, President Ibrahim Badamusi Babangida, went viral in all social media and conventional media in Nigeria. Now, the man who was rumored to have died announced that, look, I am not dead, I am up and doing, I am kicking, I am strong enough. In fact, I need a wife. Well, maybe it's a joke or not, because these are people that have a long reach. Babangida, the gap-toothed man, Babangida, the Maradona, Babangida that wanted to stay in government and wanted to become a field marshal. So I think that is probably 15 years. That is what makes them a field marshal. But I think 10 or 15 years. I think Babangida spent 10 years or 12 years or thereabouts. Something I can't actually pinpoint that now. So he was a man that really did what he had to do. So Babangida did not only announce that he's searching for a new wife, but he has given specification. And like I said, if you are a woman out there and you think you fit the bill, you can actually be a wife to Badamasi Babangida. Well, that's just what it is. Unfortunately, like I said, I thought that he will be looking for ways of repairing the things that have been damaged, things that they've got themselves involved in government, things that they themselves, they know that they are the people that have crushed and brought things the way it is. I thought they would have worked towards that. And, also, when you look at the case of, you look at the case of MK Abiola, that the June 12 saga, the June 12 era, he died, his wife also had to die for this. People claim that he's the chosen one, he's supposed to be there. Some people claim that he himself is corrupt, MK Abiola, apart from business and all of that. But you know what these things are, and he couldn't get this, and Babangida also failed him. Babangida also failed him somehow, because, it's a very sad one. It's a very sad one. It's a sad one. And if you recollect all of the series of military regime that we've experienced in Nigeria, and until date, I do not see that proper democracy, as many of them were former military men that understand nothing else than authoritarian rule. They understand nothing more than that. What they do is for them to come up, with some kind of military style democracy, just like what we have now, where the government refuses to obey court orders and judges are threatened and all of that. Now, some might say it's not affecting me. I just live in my own space and run my show. It's not as if they are affecting me. If you don't disturb the government, they will not disturb you. Like they point figures at people like Showred. After all, I'm doing my business. I'm having a very good life. Everything is okay for me. But then we still have to point fingers at certain things that are happening out there. We still have to look into certain things that are happening out there. And I expected, like I said, people like Babangida should be the kind of people right now that will come out and begin to expose, come out and begin to point out certain things, because time is coming for them to actually pass on to the great beyond. So I think it's time for them to restitute. It's time for them to repent. It's time for them to do the needful, rather than them just coming up and talking about wife. Yes, everyone is going to die, but then we don't want to die at the time that we are not supposed to die. These people, they've done a lot. They've made a lot of money. Just imagine how much Babangida made. Abacha was something else too. He stole a lot of money. The same Abacha, Buhari said, is not a thief. And many of them, they are still alive. We know many of them military generals. Some of them are quiet now. They are not speaking much. But I expect him to begin to talk more now before it is too late. Talk more about the evil that he himself, he should start talking more of the evil that he himself was actually part of. The way they all ran the system. He's not the only person. There are a lot of them. The way he ran the system. Although he might say that was our own era, it was a military era, we were military men, we understand nothing else than that. We did what we have to do according to the constitution of the military constitution, according to what we want. But then I think after a while, you should be able to look back and say, look, yes, that was that time when we did all of this. But now I think we should do things more efficiently and better. Yes, he spoke about the hate speech. He said this is not supposed to be, but I want him to do more before they pass on. Even some of them are civilians. They are very old. They might soon die. It's time for them to repair what they have destroyed. So guys, that's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let us grow it together by you simply tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon down below. That will simply alert you whenever videos are uploaded. And for those who are already a member of this channel, I say a very big thank you for the support. I say a very big thank you for the comments. Thanks for stopping by.